we're back on ZIN this morning with new reports of invasive species of the European rabbit. The European rabbit has been infringing on the natural life of Australia. Reporting on this is Clarice.
Thanks, Kelsey. Good morning. Today's news is taking place in New South Wales, Australia. Today we are going to explain the European rabbit. Here to talk about the European rabbit is scientist Melissa. We have been experiencing a takeover of the European rabbit since 1872. Melissa, how did these rabbits come to Australia?
Hi, Clarice. The European rabbit was introduced as a domestic food source, but then later on, they were released into the wild to be a game animal. Now that the rabbits were released, the rabbit inhabits around 2.5 million square miles of Australia with an population of over 200 million.
Wow, the European rabbit was brought over by people, not migration. That says a lot about the human race's causes of natural disruption. But how are the European rabbits affecting Australia?
European rabbits cost Australian agriculture $206 million in production each year. This is because they eat a lot of plants. The rabbits have had an impact on the native plants by ringbark grazing and browsing and preventing regeneration of seedlings. Their digging and browsing leads to a loss of vegetation cover, which in turn can result in slope instability and soil erosion.
That's a lot of money. How are these cute rabbits able to do such damage like this?
Good question, Clarice. It really is amazing how these rabbits seem all cute but are actually really harmful. Basically, from our research and after we analyzed them, the European rabbits have really small mouths and rodent-like teeth. With that, they use it to their advantage and have it for close raising.
Wow, and you would think that they are animals who are soft and non-harmful at all. Talking about animals, are there any that minimize the European rabbit population?
Yes, there is a good handful of animals that eat these rabbits, like the feral cats, dingoes, and large birds of prey. This makes the European rabbit low on the food web. Even so, these European rabbits cause harm to the agriculture economy.
Ah, I see. How unfortunate that the rabbit still causes harm. Are these animals any animals that are targeted by the European rabbit and have been declined by them?
Yes, actually. Although it may seem that they are small and not harmful to animals, they are. They have been most of the reason why there is a decline of the great Bibli, yellow-footed rock wallaby, southern and northern hairy-nosed wombats, and the melfowl and the plains wanderer. The reason being is because they compete for food and shelter.
Oh wow, that's crazy, the impact these rabbits have. Is there anything biologists can do to lessen these invasive species, Melissa?
Biologists can be aware of the problem and create safe ways to get rid of the rabbits. We can capture them and move them back to where they were. But the problem is that there are way too many of them. Biologists and pest management are still looking in different ways to help decrease the European rabbit population.
All right, well, since we heard from the scientists, let's cut to one woman named Brielle who had been having these problems with the rabbits in her own environment. Alright, well, since we heard from the scientists, let's cut to one woman named Brielle who has been having these problems with the rabbit in her own environment.
Yes, hello. I grew up here at my family farm all my life in Aussie. Recently, these years, the rabbits have been disturbing our farm, and we have tried everything to get them to go away. I hope they are gone soon, even though it does not seem like they will, since they are always bothering up my farm.
That's unfortunate, Brielle. What do you suggest or suppose biologists should do to decrease the European rabbit?
I think that the biologists should be more aware of the problem and find a solution that doesn't harm the rabbits.
Thank you, Brielle. The European rabbit, while cute, can be a nuisance to farm life. It is important to report any sightings of the rabbit to the Pest Animal Management. Back to you, Kelsey.
Well, it seems that these cute rabbits are making things harder for farmers. We give a special thanks to Clarice and Melissa for giving us that great report. For ZIN, we wish you have a great day.